Take it away.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Writing 230H, Rhetorical Grammar. This class is important because it teaches students prescriptivist rules for English grammar, the English system, and especially punctuation. Punctuation is important because it shows writers and readers where to pause in a sentence, where to completely break in a sentence, and where to end the sentence, and it also shows the significant purpose it serves. Now, the problem with prescriptivist rules is that they're so dead set on the rules themselves that if the rules for a certain punctuation mark or any form of any aspect of the English language is confusing, they tend not to solve the problem. Instead, they just continue on teaching what they normally teach. They stick to the rules. Here we have a few examples of the punctuation marks we find in our English system. Now, everyone knows that the comma and the period are the most common forms, most common punctuation marks used in the English system, but the most confusing punctuation mark in English is on this slide. It is the semicolon. Now, the semicolon is very basic in its principle and its concept. Mostly, it is a pause. Excuse me, sorry. It is a pause, like any other form of punctuation. It is designed and dedicated to be a pause that is longer than a comma, but shorter than the end stop that a period gives. The semicolon is also used to combine sentences, as everyone knows. It is used to combine independent clauses, and if the two independent clauses are joined by a conjunctive adverb, such as however, consequently, also, or furthermore, a semicolon is used preceding the adverb, and a comma is used preceding the adverb. Semicolon comes before the adverb, and a comma comes after the adverb. If a writer wants to use lists of paired items in a sentence, as such cities and states in which they reside, a comma is used to separate the city from the state inside the pair, while the semicolon is used to separate the itemized pairs. I.e., for vacation last summer, I went to Austin, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Alliance, Ohio. A comma would be placed after each city, while a semicolon would be placed after each state. One would think that the semicolon is very easy to understand given what I've just said, but it is also very confusing because at the basic level, prescriptivists only teach young students that the semicolon is used to strictly combine. They don't necessarily teach that the details of it are that it cannot precede a coordinating conjunction such as and, but, or, nor, for, and, yet. They also don't always teach that a semicolon is used to combine two similar independent clauses. A semicolon cannot be used, according to prescriptivist ruling, to combine dependent clauses or any form of phrasing. During my research, I found that the core problem of the semicolon is that it is misshapen, misformed, misstructured, and mistermed. To start off, the semicolon, with its prefix semi meaning half, is not represented by its structure, a period above a comma. If it were to retain its full definition of the word semi, it would have to be changed into an actual half colon, which would be a single dot. Some people have suggested that to solve the confusion of the misuse of the semicolon, that we should rename the semicolon into the semi-period or the semi-comma. I completely disagree with those because semi-period, if still using the prefix semi, would be half a dot, and the English system does not contain an English punctuation mark that can represent the term semi-period. The same goes with the term semi-comma. So after concluding my research, I would like to propose that prescriptivists changed the name of the semicolon into the comma period compound while continuing to keep the form of a period above a comma. This would delete all confusion because it looks like what it does. A semicolon currently acts more like a comma and a period than a colon does anyway, so that's why it should keep its form. And to change the term semicolon to delete that confusion, that's why I would like to call it the comma period compound. Thank you very much, and have a